Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. This is just going to be a quick part 3 from the last 2 videos that I published. And I apologize for my voice. I have been sick for the last 3 days, but I'm feeling better. So I did want to show you how this one painting that I played with a lot, and then I finally did like the balloon kiss on it. I want to show you how it turned out. It doesn't have any cracking in it, so I'm very happy with it. You can see a little bit of the waffling, which is good, in the canvas, and you can see the paints coming through. Just kind of getting close up. I have this in natural light. It was a little bit sunny today, but now it's kind of overcast. And you can see the various colors kind of coming together. And they're standing out. I don't really think there's any mud going on here. Just some nice different shades. Happy with it. Sometimes, you see a face or see something in these designs. It can be pretty interesting. I've seen a few things in here in this painting. Okay, there's that angle. I'm going to turn it real quick. Okay, and then here it is long ways, which is probably how I would be inclined to hang this painting. Would be like that. So this here, to me, looks like a nose here, like a nose and a face, like kind of like a little bit like a lion or a cat. Here's the eye. Here's up here at the top of the head. Eye on the other side. You guys see that right there? That's what that looks like to me. That whole thing. Anyway, it's a trip, I know. So there's that one that I did. Turned out really good. Very happy with it. I am going to epoxy it. Okay, now I have this one sideways. I did add a little bit of paint there. I'm going to have to lighten that up because it was pretty clear. As you can see, this is kind of, what do you call it, textured. So I might want to add a little something there just to make it so that it doesn't look weird when you're looking at it from the front, because I did blend colors together. But I'm very happy with the blending of this. And it also didn't crack when it dried, so I'm very happy with how it dried. So you can see the rust, you can see the pink, the orangish, the yellow, the blues. And then down here you see more of the rust and the gold. And then some more pink on the other side. And then here it is long ways. That's just a little bit of it's like a little dot of the paint that just is right there, part of the texture like. But I will go ahead and epoxy right over it. So I'm happy with this. I think this looks nice, and it's not completely smooth because I did make it that way on purpose so that it's, raised up in these areas and stuff here with my brush strokes. And I've got one more I'm going to show you. Okay, and then here's another one that I did, and I ended up doing a just dragging a paper towel, I think, down over it. But then I think I added some more colors, and I didn't tape off the sides, but I will paint this. I might keep this light, and then I might just make this dark right here. But I can clean that up. That's going to look good. And then I'll put epoxy on it. But here we get up close. I think the last time I showed you guys, part of the painting was wet. It's now completely dry, and the colors are looking good. And there aren't any cracks in the paint, as you can see. So I've got my paints thinned out good enough, I believe. So they're not cracking. And I think that just takes time and practice, right? I thought it might crack a little bit just because it took a little bit longer to dry in the middle section, but that wasn't the case. And so it's very colorful. I like it. I think that it can work well where you just want to have a nice little pop of color, you know, on a, maybe, you know, I wouldn't put it on wallpaper or anything, but just like on a one color wall. And I think it could go good on a wall in a light color or a dark color, because you're going to get contrast either way with the white background. But there it is. There's my work. Now, I haven't epoxied it. I may go ahead and do another film of it after I epoxy it, because when I epoxy it, it's going to bring back the shine and make it look as if the paint is wet. So it'll really look good then. But first step is get it painted. Make sure you don't have a bunch of cracks. If you do have cracks, you can always fill them in. And also, to say, for example, if I was going for a main color in here, or I wanted more of a color than what I got. So let's say, you know, this purplish, well, I've got kind of like this pinkish purple and like this bluish purple here. But let's say I wanted to have more of that coming down in here. Well, then I could mix up a little bit of paint, and then I could pick some areas just to embellish it a little bit, right? Like where you see this red here, you know, I could just add some color over in here, maybe in one of these little, you know, cells in here, maybe add a little bit of color. There's some different things that you can do. I used to feel like, oh, I have to leave it. However it turned out is how I have to leave it. No, that's not true. You can embellish it and add other things to it, because it's a work in progress. Until you have decided that you're done with your painting or your artwork, it's still a work in progress. So, you know, if you feel like, oh, I wish it would have had more of this, add some more of that, you know. Like when I see the black in here, the dark color, maybe I'd want to add a little bit of black down in here. I don't know. I mean, and I could change my mind and do that. One thing I want to tell you also before you epoxy, and that is use a polyurethane or use that Liquitex. That's like, oh, it covers. Let me go get it and I'll show it to you guys really quick. You can use that to coat your paintings, and then you can leave your paintings. Or you can use this stuff I'm going to show you to coat your paintings, and then it's going to help the epoxy stick to that painting when you get ready to do that step. So hang on, I'll show you that real quick, and then we'll call it good on this video. Okay, this is the Liquitex that I have right here. Acrylic mediums. It says high gloss varnish. Okay, so that's what it is. It's a high gloss varnish. It doesn't really have a lot of smell to it. And let's see if you can see. You can see how thin it is. So you just get, I just use those little black brushes that are like a spongy brush. And I use that. And then I'll show you a painting that's got it. So, whoops, there's my Kleenexes. So here's one without it, right? Just plain. And then here's one with it. So let's see. Can you see a little bit of the shine on here where I did it? I can see a little bit. It makes the metallic and the paint stand out a little bit. Let's see. Just trying to get a good angle on it. But you can see sometimes there. Oh, that one's been coated. This one's been coated right here. So now I could leave it like that, which is fine because it's protected now. or I can put epoxy on it, whichever I choose to do. Okay, so it's a little 8x8 that I did. Whereas this one here, when I move it, you can see that it looks pretty flat. You might see a little bit of shimmer where that paint is, where the shimmery paint is, but otherwise it looks pretty flat. So then when you put the gloss varnish on it, it helps to bring it out a little bit. And it protects your painting. So I highly recommend this right here. Instead of, I used to get polyurethane, which is really smelly stuff. It'll give you a headache, and I used to put that on my paintings after I got done with them, but now I've switched to this. So I just prefer this just because it's, you know, less likely to give me a headache. You still want to be in a ventilated area. I'd still wear a mask, and like I would do it in my garage or in my home and open up the windows if it's a nice day, have a fan going. Okay, that's it, guys. I hope you have a great day, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.